Now, I don't know if you can see the bags under my eyes. Can you see the bags under my eyes? Maybe a little bit. I'm extremely tired from the return of the Chinese Grand Prix, where there's a team which is at civil war. I mean, you can probably guess by the thumbnail, but if you don't know, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, where today is another F1 review, and this time it's the first sprint weekend review. So this one's going to be interesting. This is going to be a longer one. This is going to be a sprint quali, sprint race, and then the quali reaction itself. So we're in for a bit of a long one, but we'll talk through it. I mean, there's no F2 or F3, so it covers that, basically. It's basically just F2 and F3. On mics, I've got no room for my keyboard. I'm just trying to make some room for you lot. So, yeah. There we are. So, before we get into the results, if you please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be very much appreciated. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. Turn your notifications as well so you don't miss another video. You don't want to miss my reaction to the race tomorrow, or my race review tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. But let's get to the sprint quali, which was absolute chaos in the final part, because as you can see by the results next to me, Lando Norris stuck it on pole. Typical Lando Norris fashion doing it in the sprint quali. But he put it on pole. Just absolutely dominated. Got his time deleted and put back on track. Because he went off at the final corner, but obviously lost time. He's in the freaking gravel. I mean, come on. People love it. All the Hell H fans were crying about it. They want to make that argument. I mean, they don't want to say anything about Verstappen, because Verstappen, if they wanted to be consistent, Verstappen should have had his time deleted as well, but they won't say anything about that, so just saying. Yeah, Norris on pole. Lewis Hamilton somehow got P2 in that absolute midfield dog of a car by Mercedes. Yeah, put it P2, just Hamilton doing Hamilton things in the rain, got P2, great result for him. Fernando Alonso, the ever classic Fernando Alonso. I don't know why I say classic like that. I don't know why, I wasn't trying to say classic, I don't know what I was trying to say. But Fernando Alonso P3 obviously recently re-signed with Aston Martin until the end of 2026, which should be interesting. Another couple more years with Fernando. Yeah, he got P3 in the end as well, so great result for him. Max Verstappen, P4, struggled in that final part. Would have been an easy pole. But got P4. Still, he's probably got to, I mean, no, he did win. Dominating everything else, so no real surprise. Carlos Sainz, we'll talk about him later. P5 in the Ferrari. Just, I mean, there was one of the probably the only good thing Sainz has done so far. So P5, good result for him. Sergio Perez, just there, in P6 in the Red Bull. Charles Leclerc, again, just there in the Ferrari and 7th. Oscar Piastri, 8th in the McLaren, just there. Again, you can tell there's a team here. Kick Sauber, though. Kick did something for once. Valtteri Bottas a joke 9th and Joe got new 10th. Both Sauber's into the SQ3. China absolutely loving it. You should have hit the crowd when Joe got into the SQ2 and then into SQ3. The crowd went nuts. Oh, what the hell that noise was. Anyway. But yeah, Joe gains, I mean, yeah, China absolutely loving the fact they have the first time in Chinese Grand Prix history they've had a driver's sport of their own. Going to be the only time for probably a long time, because Joe's probably not going to be in F1 next year. But they can have it. Unless he was, well, I don't know where you would go though. But yeah, Bottas 9th, Joe 10th, pretty good for them in the Saubers. And in Q2, George Russell in the Mercedes 11th. I mean, classic George Russell, to be honest. That's Mercedes could only have one good car doing something. Like, he was barely got out of Q1, and he only just missed out Q3. But there was only one luck because of the rain. P11 for him. Then we have Kevin Magnussen, 12th, and Nico with 13th, the two Haas cars. There's the team civil war I was on about. I was about Ferrari, no. About Haas. Hulkenberg blamed Magnussen. Don't know how he blamed Magnussen, but he did. Doesn't matter. P12, P13. Hulkenberg had a stinker anyway. But yeah, P12, 13 for Haas. Daniel Ricciardo, decent for. I was going to give him a round of applause. He does not deserve a round of applause for P14. But 14th, he's absolutely smashed Yuki Tsunoda, not in that way. P14, he's definitely got Ricciardo. I'm pretty sure he has a new chassis this weekend, so if it's paying off, he's P14 if that's the case. Lance Stroll doing Lance Stroll things, P1 in practice to P15 in quali, shock. And then in Q1, Pierre Gasly, 16th, and Esteban Ocon, 17th, the two Alpines, no surprise there. Alex Albon, 18th for Williams struggling. Yuki Tsunoda, 19th for RB, had a stinker. We'll get to him later in Q1, he's blaming everything but himself. I think it's probably just you, mate. And then, of course, Logan Sargent, 20th, as expected. Yeah, that's obviously the first two, as it's sessions, straightforward. The final one was actually cars, just watching everyone slide off. Verstappen went off. Leclerc binned on the outlap. Norris, as I said, went to the gravel twice. Verstappen off twice. Perez, I think, went off. Alonso did well. Hamilton did well. And Joe went off as well. Like, everyone was going off, which was pretty fun. And we look into the next one, which is the sprint race. So we have the sprint race. We have, as you see, the results next to me. Max Verstappen by 13 seconds, might I add. Bear in mind, he didn't take the lead until lap 9, lap 10. So he managed to put 13 seconds in like 9 laps. We're in for a long one tomorrow, boys and girls, and everyone else in between. 13 seconds. I mean, no surprise he won the sprint. The thing is, I want Verstappen to win this race, because he hasn't ever won the Chinese Grand Prix. It's one of 2 races, currently on the calendar anyway, that he's not won at. The other being Singapore. So, and I don't mind Verstappen winning this one. But yeah, he dominated the sprint. Lewis Hamilton, someone got second in the Mercedes, led for a long time, made a mistake, which, I mean, yeah. I was going to say it cost him, it didn't cost him. Verstappen was going to get past him anyway. The gap would have been 9 seconds. Now, the gap still would have been 13 seconds, even if Hamilton hadn't made that mistake. And Verstappen taken 2 laps longer to get past him. Yeah, still P2, good hold points for Hamilton. His best result of the year, and it's going to stay like that for tomorrow. We'll get onto that later a little bit. Sergio Perez, third in the Red Bull. He had a through goes Perez moment after the Ferraris and Sainz were going at it. P3 still a good result for him. Charles Leclerc fourth and Carlos Sainz fifth for Ferrari. The 2 Ferraris, fourth and fifth. Banging wheels. The Ferrari Civil War right at it. Sainz with banging wheels with everyone, including the wall, which we'll get onto. Yeah, I mean, obviously Alonso, they had a good battle, Sainz and Alonso, side by side, in the middle sector. Made slight contact, Alonso got a puncture result, so then Alonso died on the side, pushed Sainz off, and then literally in the next corner, you could just see Sainz. I just knew Sainz was just going to absolutely send it. It's a classic league racing move. Someone pushes you off, next corner, you just dive and whatever happens, happens. Sainz did that. Alonso went off. And no penalties, just typical sprint race. It's F1 Creator Series sprint race. That's what that was. You know. But yeah, P4, P5 for Ferrari. Lando Norris, P6, and then Oscar Piastri, P7 for McLaren. Lando Norris, absolute bottle job. Starts on pole and bottles it immediately. P7 after turn 2. Absolute bottle job. He's never going to win a race. Lando. And Oscar Piastri just there, just chilling. There's George Russell as well, P8 of Mercedes got a point. It just got lucky with Alonso having issues. And got a point, so not too bad for him. Joe Guan Yu just missed out on the points in the sprint at P9. That's the closest he's going to get to a point this weekend because of how bad his qualifying was. P9 still not bad for him. And Kevin Magnussen got P10th as well in the house, not bad for him. Daniel Ricciardo, 11th for RB. Valtteri Bottas kicks out with 12th. Esteban Ocon, 13th for RB, not too bad. Also, Bottas had damage after contact with Joe. I think there was no penalties for that. I mean, clearly there were penalties because nothing's changed. Lance Stroll doing Lance Stroll things at P14. Pierre Gasly doing Pierre Gasly things at P15. Yuki Tsunoda probably bitching as always at P16. Alex Albon and Logan Sargent, the 2 Williams just chilling at the worst team this weekend. The Williams are the worst team this weekend. Who would I say probably maybe even RB? And then I don't know. After that, it's actually like just one car for each one. But who knows? Nico Hulkenberg had an absolute stinker. I don't know what happened to Hulkenberg. Has race pace isn't great, but Magnus is 10th. Hulkenberg must have had damage or some sort of issue in 19th. And then Fernando Alonso retired from the sprint after the contact with Sainz. Got a puncture. I was like, you know what? 2 laps left. I can't be asked to finish. I don't want to finish 18th. Well, he would have been like 16th or 17th. He would have been in. To be fair, Alonso had 2 laps to go. He probably would have ended, and he was between Tsunoda and Albon, I believe. Or no, between Albon and Sargent. He probably would have ended, if you look at the gaps, he probably would have ended up in 10th. I think he did a lap and a half because that's just how OP the top 5 teams are. It was a DNF for Fernando Alonso, not that it matters in the sprint. So that was the sprint. Let's talk about quality itself. And I'm shocked. Do I need to say anything? Do I actually need to say anything? Max Verstappen, get used to that. Max Verstappen, P1, dominated as always. He was P1 in the all 3 sessions, I believe. Yep, and yes. I don't know why I was surprised by that. It's pretty much standard procedure at this point. And then you have Sergio Perez, second in the Red Bull. Good run for Perez. He went the wrong way with setup, and still got P2. If you have a bad setup and still get P2, that car is going to be 25 million miles ahead on Sunday. Fernando Alonso, P3 in the Aston Martin. Don't think he's going to hold on to P3 in the race, unfortunately. I would love him to be P3, but he's not going to. Aston Martin tend to have a better quality car than race car, but still P3 for Fernando. Still very much nice to see. Lando Norris, P4, Oscar Piastri, P5 for McLaren. McLaren definitely just did dry. After the second best. Well, actually, I say that. They had a shit sprint. Take back everything I said. They are shit. But still P4, P5, not bad. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz 6th and 7th for Ferrari. Leclerc. I mean, there's like just over a 10th of the quarter covering the 2 McLaren and Ferraris. And Alonso. 10th and half then. Covering those 5 cars. Extremely tight between those 5 drivers. Leclerc just chilling at the moment. Sainz hit the wall. He hit Alonso, he hit Leclerc, and he hit Sainz. No, he didn't. He probably did hit himself, let's be honest. And he hit the wall in a span of about 4 hours. Let's say 4 hours. In terms of timing-wise, in about 40 minutes. 45 would be generous. Sainz had a Saturday to forget. Let's just say that much. George Russell in the midfield, Mercedes in 8th. The fact I'm saying Mercedes are a midfield team just shows. It's going to be like this next year as well. Whoever goes to that Mercedes, they're just going to be in a midfield car. It's just, what's the point of that team anymore? Nico Hulkenberg got up 9th in the Haas, Q3. He bounced back after a stinker of a sprint in P9. And Valtteri Bottas, his first official Q3 appearance of the season in P10, just behind the man who potentially might be replacing him at that car next year, in that team next year, just based on the rumours. P10 not too bad for Valtteri. then on Q2, Lance Stroll, it's an improvement, 15th to 11th, but still stinker. Oh, to be fair to Stroll, he was only 2 tenths of Alonso, he was just on the wrong end of it. So yeah, it's just a little bit unfortunate for Stroll. Daniel Ricciardo, 12th for RB, not too bad again. Absolutely thrashing Tsunoda this weekend. Esteban Ocon, 13th in the Alpine. That's the best Alpine we're going to get. 3 tenths off Ricciardo, no chance here, 3 tenths in that car. Heinz Albert, survived dragged absolute dog over Williams. Williams have had an absolute shocking. To be fair, Williams was like, just survive, please just survive this weekend. Just don't hit anyone or anything. We need this car. So P14, I think that's where he started the Furious, it feels like. Pierre Gasly, first Q2 appearance for Gasly. He's done something. Well done to Pierre Gasly. You finally existed. You're P15. That's still depressing. And now in Q1, Zhou Guanyu had an absolute back down to reality for Zhou Guanyu. It's P16. Big kick. Just having a terrible time in Joe. Kevin Magnussen, 17th for Haas. Classic Kevin Magnussen, P17 starts. Based on last year, that's pretty much where he started every time, so back to that. Lewis Hamilton. I mean, what do I say? P18. How do you go from P2 to P18? Hamilton is washed. He finally does something and then he's washed again. P18. Messed up the hairpin and ends up P18. He would have been through, but he messed up. Why are you leaving it to the end anyway? I don't know why they left him in the first that long. Absolute first Q1 of the race since Jeddah 2 years ago. Sums it up, to be honest. That's just where the I mean, Hamilton's having that season, so yeah, P18, absolutely horrendous for him. Yuki Tsunoda, another. People say Hamilton had a shit race session. Yuki Tsunoda's had an absolute stinker, by the way. And he's blaming it on the car. He's like, oh, guys, it's definitely a problem. I can't be P19. Well, you are P19 because you're slow, Yuki. So yeah, P19 for Yuki. And then Logan Sargent doing Sargent things, having a spin, as always, in P20, his home. Might as well name him Logan 20 Sargent at this point. That was qualifying. So far, sprint race was okay. For the first 2 turns were The last third, though, it kicked off when everyone was punting each other off, basically. So yeah, that was not too bad. Quali was okay, it was decent. Same with that. I mean, obviously the sprint quali was absolute chaos. But yeah, it's just nice to be back in China, you know. It feels like a new race because it basically has been 5 years since we last raced there. Over 100 races since then, so you might as well say it's a new race. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the race goes. I wouldn't mind a little bit of sprinkle of rain, like lap 40 or something. It'd be nice to spice it, or like lap 38, 36, something like that, to spice it up a little bit. But I mean, Verstappen's going to dominate anyway. But after, behind that, maybe there's a little bit of carnage. But yeah, that's going to be it for the sprint, quali, and sprint. I messed up the order. Review. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all that. Check out these videos here. If you want to see anything else on this channel, the subscribe button right there. I'll see you for my race reaction tomorrow. Review. Bye, guys.